Detroit Tigers, and it's time for Front Office Focus, presented by CohnReznick. And joining us right now is Jay Sartori, Senior Director of Baseball Analytics and Operations for the Tigers. Jay, it's Brian Kenny. Great to have you back on the show.
No, thank you, Brian. I'm happy to be here.
I don't want to just characterize what your club was, but it seems like you're somewhere in the rebuilding process. You tell us precisely where you think your club is on that process.
Yeah, I don't know if we would call it the rebuilding process right now. I think our focus here in camp and going forward is about winning. Right? Every day we come in and we're talking about winning, and that's really the goal. We have a really solid, talented group of players here. We've got a very hardworking, talented coaching staff that we just brought in, and right now it's one game at a time, like AJ Hinch will say, and we're going to try and win every game. And then you put a week together, you put a month together, and that's really our focus right now.
Jay, is your job more big picture, or is it more in the weeds with the players, with what they're always looking at to maximize?
It's a little bit of both. The schedule in baseball changes depending, the time of the year. And right now, as we're getting started up, I think I'm a little bit more in the weeds, particularly working with our coaching staff to provide them with information on our players, help them coach. Ultimately, we've got I can't say enough about our new staff here, and we've been working closely to get them the information that they need to do their jobs.
Yeah, now I guess you're still in the early days with AJ Hinch, but obviously with the Astros, he was really an extension of that baseball ops group. So what is it like, or what do you think it will be like working with AJ Hinch?
It's been tremendous so far. I can't say enough good things about AJ, but not just AJ, his entire staff that he's brought in, and the staff that we had here in the past. It's been a real pleasure for myself and in our analytics department to integrate with these guys. They have a tremendous understanding of all aspects of baseball, the more traditional measures, but really it's a great two-way conversation that is flowed really organically, and it's been a strong start.
I would figure, again, you've been there a few years, but I would figure it is a sea change where you go from I want to present the manager and the players with this stuff. Now it's, hey, where's the stuff, right? So it's actually being demanded from the other side. I would figure AJ Hinch is waiting to get his information.
Yeah, the coaching staff and AJ, they have an idea of what they want, and a directive sort of in our analytics department now is, if we're going to produce something, let's make sure that the staff wants it and will use it, because they do have so many great ideas, and a lot of time that's how it really helps us push the ball forward. But they're also receptive to, if we have ideas or we want to present them with something else, thinking a little bit outside the box, they are really receptive to that as well. So it's been really enjoyable, and hopefully that leads to winning.
Maximizing production for pitchers with their repertoire, with engineering pitches, it's really exploded over the last few years. So you have Casey Mize, right? You've got a top prospect, a 1-1. He comes in. How do you go about working with that pitcher as he breaks into the major leagues? Yeah,
I think the thing for us, and the way I would describe it, is our coaches are the ones who coach the players. And and my involvement in that is to make sure that the coaches have the information and the data that they need. And whether that is, in the form of our pitching lab that we have here in Lakeland, or just in-game analysis. Throughout that is to make sure that the coaches are, as educated as they can be. And that can include things from pitch movement data, but also really, more on the biomechanical side of things, or even sort of assisting with, movement type analysis that's being done as well.
You said pitching lab. What's your pitching lab?
Well, we have a facility down here in Lakeland. We just refer to it as our smart cage. And in there, we have quite a bit of technology that we use to assess players and to provide feedback to them and to our coaching staff. We think it facilitates and really hastens the process of player improvement. And we're really excited. We have Dr. Georgia Giblin, who is our our director of performance science does a lot of her work out of there, and works very closely with our coaching staff, both major and minor, and it's been really well received.
Well, I would guess you could look at everything: biomechanics, spin of the ball, where the guy. I mean, you break down. I would say it's a lab, right? So your pitchers come in and they throw, and you can see it from there.
Yeah, and we can, there's a lot of information that we can garner out of it, and that's really a powerful tool. And then at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is the ability to take that complicated information and put it into a format that actually can help the players. For us, it's all about the players. The game is all about the players, and our focus needs to be to make them the best that we can. And so clear, concise communication that they can action on that's our goal.
Hey, Jay, one last thing. I know there's so many smart young people out there that were looking to get into baseball. When you're building a staff, what are you looking for these days?
The number one thing that we look for, there are so many smart kids and people who wanted to get into the game now. We're looking, I can't say enough about my staff. I want to take a moment to shout them out, and the work that they've done here is tremendous. But the common goal that they all have is they're super hardworking and very competitive, and they want to be the best. We strive to have the best data, the best analytics in the game to serve our staff and our front office the best. And I think that's something that that can't be taught. Your desire to work in the game and to excel. That's really for us the most important thing.
All right, good stuff. Learn some stuff there. Jay Sartori of the Tigers. Jay, always a pleasure talking with you. Good luck this year.